Okay, I've waited for my glue to dry. I think it's ready. I don't think my foil is moving around much anymore. So we're ready to move on to step 7. During this step, we're doing a couple different things. We are going to trim off all of this extra foil so that we have a circle face shape again. And once we do that, you'll see this bumpy edge of the plate again where we cut, remember? You're gonna add some nice color to that, okay? So, first things first, we gotta get some of this extra foil off of here. So, find an edge and just cut in. This is a little tricky because it's hard to see exactly how deep you need to cut in. You can kind of fold the foil back a little bit and see, look there, you can see my my paper face design underneath there. So that's kind of where we want to cut, okay? Close to that paper circle that's underneath there. Okay, again, none of this has to be perfect, so do your best. But don't stress about it, don't worry. Okay, this is just a fun project. We're practicing our different skills. We're practicing our scissor skills. We are experimenting. We're having fun. You might experiment with, well, do I like cutting from this way or do I like cutting from this way? Try a couple different things and see what works out best for you. I'm gonna try this and get some of this off of here. Okay, see how I'm starting to get a circle back here? It might help to kind of pull these, the bumpy part of your plate back a little bit while you're cutting. Sometimes that helps me see while you're cutting. Okay, so do your best, get some of this extra foil off of here. Try to turn it back into a circle. And then you're gonna color on all of these bumpy edges around your plate, okay? Once you get that done, you are ready for step 8, which is gonna be the fun weaving part. I'll show you how to do that in the next video. But I did want to mention, if you are interested and you have them, right now, well, in just a second, once I get all this foil off, would be the time, I might trim a little more, it's got a big old chin. This would be the time, we're going to color here, but this would be the time to add color onto your face if you would like to. That's an optional step, you don't have to do that. But because I think it looks really cool with just the silver. The Incans made a lot of masks out of silver and gold. So I think having it one solid color is pretty cool. But if you would like to, you could add color with Sharpie markers if you have them. Make sure if you're going to use them, you get permission because they do, you know, they're permanent and they can stain things. So just ask permission. Make sure that's cool. If you decide to do that, I want to give you a little hint. It will look best, I think, if you try to use one solid color for the background of the face. Okay, so like the flat part should be all one color, or maybe like 2. Look, I'm gonna show you on this one. So see how on mine, the flat part of my face here is all blue, okay? I used 2 colors because I kind of had 2 faces going on, so that works. But all of this should sort of be one solid color. It'll help all of your raised pieces really stand out if the background is one color. If we went in there and added a whole bunch of like designs in here, it's gonna take away from our face shapes. We want these to really pop. So solid colors on the background, mostly solids on the raised shapes. Notice here I added a few little details on a couple of my raised shapes. That looks cool. But Yeah, try not to do a whole lot of extra designs in the flat part, because then it'll be kind of hard to see our raised up shapes, okay? And remember, the Sharpie color is optional. I think it still looks really cool with just the silver. So you decide what you'd like to do. I'm gonna do a little more trimming on my foil here before I start coloring. Get rid of some of this down here. But once you get your foil all trimmed off and have a nice circle again, you can start adding color to the edge of your plate and to your face if you would like. After you get that done, scroll down. We'll start on step 8, the weaving.